This is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the McFarlane DC Multiverse Collector's Edition Kite-Man. This guy's an obscure Batman and DC villain. This is the Platinum Chase variant done in the classic color scheme, and he's a Target exclusive, which is where I found him today. So let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see at the top, 22 moving parts, McFarlane toys, ages 12 plus. DC Multiverse Kite-Man, McFarlane Platinum Edition, McFarlane Collector's Edition. This guy is a gold label exclusive, being a Target exclusive. Here he is in the package. We have 6 interchangeable hands, a little backpack, large kite, collector's card, and display stand. One side of the package, Kite-Man, Batman Rogues, figure number 43 in the Collector's Edition subline. Other side, Kite-Man. At the bottom, there's his barcode, if it helps. And in the back, here he is gliding through the city. So no further ado, let's open him up. And here's the Platinum Chase variant of Kite-Man in the classic color scheme, next to the regular version of Kite-Man in the more modern colors. Hell yeah! Now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all the accessories laid out. He comes with a display stand, a collector's card, 6 interchangeable hands, a large oversized kite, a harness to attach it to his back, and then a backpack for when it's closed up. Before we load all that, let's talk about and check out the figure. So this is Kite-Man. His real name is Chuck Brown. He was first introduced in 1960 in Batman number 133. He was this ridiculous, campy Batman villain. He's a man who arms himself with kite weapons. He flies with a giant kite strapped to his back. He uses an array of special kites to overwhelm his enemies, and it's very campy and ridiculous. This is the old school campy version of Kite-Man from the Silver Age. The regular version is the modern version of Kite-Man. Kite-Man is like a grade D Bat villain, if not a grade F, but he's definitely rising to fame a little bit. He even has his own freaking TV show right now. Hell yeah! Before long, he'll probably be a C-lister. So let's take a closer look. Now I love the fact that the Platinum version has a completely different head sculpt. It has a giant, campy helmet, a kite right in his forehead, red visor, smiling face. Usually Platinum Chase variants are simply repaints, and that's what I expected here. It's a nice little extra touch. Giant kite on his chest, light green outfit in the middle, darker green on the sides, yellow gloves, double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. It's on the Blue Beetle Booster Gold body. You can tell by the disconnected top 2 abs. He's got this backpack here with a little plug for the backpack or the kite. It's a pretty cool effect. So, I'm very pleased with what I'm looking at. Hell yeah. And a closer look at his face and head sculpt. That campy helmet and smile. Love it. And then, here's the figure, broken down as far as he can go, with all of his removable parts detached. Now let's check out his accessories, and let's start off with the boring stuff. Here's his display stand, typical McFarlane display stand we've seen countless times before. They're putting the classic DC logo on them now, and I like that. Next, we have his collector's card. As you can see, it's an image of Kite-Man, the modern version, flying through the skies of Gotham. McFarlane Collector's Edition. On the back, there is a description. If you want to read that, pause now. Now let's look at his hands. He has a total of 6 of them, 3 left hands and 3 right hands. Here he is, with his first pair of hands. These are his fists. Then, with his second pair of hands, this is a pair of gripping hands with trigger fingers. And here's his last pair of hands. His left hand is an open hand, and his right hand is giving the thumbs up. So now let's look at his kite and backpack. So he has his backpack, which is going to strap over his back, as a backpack does. It's got this big plug here. So, you can have the backpack sort of attached like so, with the kite folded in. Or you can swap it out for the actual large kite. It's got the same kind of plug. Nice detailing, nice texturing on the kite. It's large. It's like it's got the sort of frame. You can see it sort of sticking out there. You can see it in metal in the back. It looks good, and it's a really cool accessory to sort of make Kite-Man stick out, be unique among the other figures. This large, oversized, ridiculous kite. Here's a look at the Platinum Silver Age version of Kite-Man's kite and backpack. Then, with the modern version's kite and backpack, Here's Kite-Man with no backpack on. And here he is with simply the backpack on and no kite attached. And then of course, with this kite, I love the fact that he has 3 different options. 1, with no backpack on, like he went back to his apartment, took his gear off. Or 2, with the backpack on, the kite folded up. Or 3, with the kite deployed and him flying around Gotham City. I love the way it attaches. It looks really good. It's big. It's thin, so it's simple, but it makes him very unique to stand out, and it's his signature accessory, and I think it's awesome. And here he is wearing the modern version's kite. They really both kind of work with this guy because he has the dark green on his pants and sleeves and the lighter green on his torso. Now let's check out the reuse differences and similarities between this platinum version of Kite-Man and the standard version. And it's mostly the same sculpt, except a different head sculpt. Let's take a closer look. So like I said, head sculpt is different. This is the more modern version, and this is the campy helmet. Looks even goofier as the Silver Age version. They both have the kite on their forehead, the kite on their chest, different color scheme. He's got the darkest green here, a dark but not quite as dark green here, and then a much lighter green here. The diaper piece and belts painted on look different. Gloves and boots are pretty much the same. I love the fact that they gave that little extra attention to detail and gave him that big campy helmet. I honestly expected them just to sort of paint his sort of mask or whatever you call it yellow on this guy and call it day. Nice job there. And now to look at the differences, similarities, and reuse between Blue Beetle and Kite-Man. So, their heads are totally different. The torso looks to be exactly the same. The stomach looks to be the same. The arms down to the hands are the same. The diaper piece is a little bit different. He's got the sort of sculpted belt piece on. His is totally smooth. And the legs all the way down to the feet are the same. So these two figures are exactly the same except for the diaper piece, the head, and the paint job. And I think it works pretty good for Kite-Man. Here's a look at all the figures that utilize the Blue Beetle Boosticle body. I count a total of 38, and I honestly can't think of the next one that's going to use it, but I'm sure there will be more. This McFarlane's more or less blank body, kind of like Hasbro's Bucky. And it's a decent body. The only thing I really don't like is the wrists look kind of awkward. Sometimes it's hard to stand up completely flush. You gotta bend the knee just a tad. And then the prominent top 2 abs that are on the top part of the torso, disconnected from the bottom ones, just looks a little weird and noticeable. And now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories, let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his head, standing about 6.9 inches tall, which can translate to just under 18 centimeters. And for his articulation, starting with his head, of course, it can rotate side to side. He can look up about that far, down about that much, not bad. Can tilt his head at least a little bit from side to side. Shoulders on a ball joint goes up way more than 90 degrees. Up, down, around. He's got this butterfly ring between his shoulder and chest. Increase the range of motion and cover up the gap that would be there. And it seems like it could be a little tighter. Butterfly ring is kind of loose. Bicep cut. Double jointed elbow. His wrist can rotate and it's hinged as well. In his torso is a ball joint, rotate around, forward and back. Another one is waist, rotate around, forward and back. Between the two, very good range of motion in the torso area. Legs, complete as splits, McFarlane style hip joints, rotation is minimum but good. They go forward about that far, back not much. Double jointed knees. And his ankles. Forward and back, rotate, tilt rock, and toe articulation. Here's a look at this platinum campy version of Kite-Man. Thumbs up, gliding through the skies of Gotham City. And many years later, here's a look at the modern version in a similar pose, doing similar type crimes. And here's both the regular and platinum version of Kite-Man flying their kites up in the sky. Hell yeah! Now let's check them out. Next is some other action figures, starting off with some other Kite-Man figures. Here's the Silver Age classic version of Kite-Man, next to the modern version. And here he is, next to a custom version of Kite-Man that I got on eBay for a really cheap price many, many years ago. This is also based off the Silver Age version with the campy helmet. And to go along with it, I've made a really crappy sort of makeshift kite for him. Just cut out sort of a green piece of poster board, put some little wooden sticks on it, And that now gives me 3 different Kite-Man figures. Who would have thought? Here's Kite-Man, next to some other obscure Bat Rogues McFarlane has made. Abyss, Mr. Zaz, Kite-Man, Catman, and Clock King. McFarlane also made some obscure Bat Rogues in their Batman the Animated Series line. Condiment King, Lockup, and Maxi Zeus. And also in their 1966 Batman Classic TV series line, Egghead, King Tut, Bookworm, different version of Clock King, and Lord Deathman. McFarlane has taken many Batman villains that never had an action figure before, and not only did they make one, but they made 2 because of a variant. Lord Deathman, Clock King, Lockup, The Abyss, a different version of Clock King, and Kite-Man. None of these guys ever had figures before, and now we have 2 of them. Kite-Man here is going to go along very nicely with some of my other obscure, campy, Silver Age Bat Rogues. In front of you we have Zebra Man, Dr. Double X, Polka Dot Man, The Eraser, Crazy Quilt, Kite-Man, Calendar Man, Firebug, Cavalier, Ten-Eyed Man, Signal Man, and Mr. Camera. Here's Kite-Man with the main cast of the Harley Quinn TV show, at least the first couple seasons. Clayface, Harley Quinn, Kite-Man, Poison Ivy, Dr. Psycho, and King Shark. And since this Cyborg Superman is a Platinum Chase variant, I wanted to take a look at all the different McFarlane DC Multiverse Platinum Chase variants out there. Here are all the sort of older Platinum Chase variants. Gold, bronze, unpainted, and then some newer versions. And then here are all the 2024 Platinum Chase variants. Boy, they released a lot last year, and I'm sure there's a ton to come this year. And here's a look at all the Platinum Chase variants they've made in 2025. We have the Silver Platinum Chase variants on the left, and the Red Platinums on the right. I have 23 Silver and 14 Red. And even though I have most of them, I'm still missing a couple. I'm currently missing the Platinum Mirror Master, although I have one on the way. And then of course, I need both the regular and Platinum Chase variants of Beast Boy, San Diego Comic Con exclusive. I'm also looking for another pair of Dark Stars, regular and Platinum both. In addition to that, on a side note, I'm looking for the Superpowers Wave 4 Walmart exclusive Black Manta. If anybody out there has some information, or can point me in the right direction, or can possibly help me out, please drop me a line in the comments below. It is much appreciated. If you add those other 2 Platinums in, that makes it a total of 25 Silver Platinums and 13 Red Platinums so far in 2025. So here's the McFarlane Collector's Edition Wave 1. Every single Collector's Edition figure has a Platinum Chase variant. Here are both the regular and Platinum Chase variants of the first appearance Superman, The Abyss, and Alan Scott Green Lantern. And here's the second wave of Collector's Edition figures, both regular and Platinum versions of Firestorm, Hawkman, and Sinestro. Then, the third wave of Collector's Edition figures, we have the Death and Return of Superman, Captain Carrot, Batman as Green Lantern, and Wonder Woman. Here's the fourth wave. This wave consisted of Penguin, Starfire, and Captain Boomerang. And here's the fifth wave of McFarlane Collector's Edition figures, both the regular and Platinum Chase variants of Sergeant Rock, Connor Kent Superboy, and Manga Batman. Here's the sixth wave of Collector's Edition figures, both versions of the Red Hood, Clock King and Dr. Time, Ragman, and Agent Liberty. And finally, here's the seventh wave of McFarlane Collector's Edition figures, both the regular and Platinum Chase variants of the Dark Knight Returns Batman, Huntress, and some Green Lantern Corps members. We have Tomar Ray, Evan Sewer, Arcus Chumuk, and the Green Man. And then here's the eighth wave of Collector's Edition figures. This wave was unusually large. We have both the regular and Platinum versions of Lightning Lad, Simon Bowles Green Lantern, Geoforce, Grid, the Christopher Reeve Superman, and Mr. Terrific. Then, with wave 9 of the Collector's Edition, Guy Gardner Green Lantern, Captain Cold, and Power Girl. And here's wave 10 of McFarlane's Collector's Edition, both the regular and Platinum Chase variants of the Year 2 Batman, Deadshot, and Adam Strange. And here's wave 11 of the Collector's Edition, at least I think. The way they're releasing exclusives, variants, it's kind of hard to tell what the wave is at this point. We have both the regular and Platinum versions of the Target exclusive Strange Lives of Superman, Hawkgirl, Yellow Jacket, Mr. Terrific, and then Red Lantern Guy Gardner. And here are some of the most recent McFarlane Collector's Edition figures, both the regular and Platinum Chase variants of Metron, Kite-Man, Deathstroke, Dark Archer, Dark Stars, and the regular version of Mirror Master. Now let's check them out next to some recently released McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. Here he is, next to the gold label, Target exclusive, Mr. Miracle, and Sandman. Here's Kite-Man, next to some recent variants. We have the Patina Wonder Woman, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Gold Hush Batman, the Black-White Accent Dark Knight Returns Superman, and the Frostbite Chris O'Donnell Robin. And here he is, with the most recent Batman wave, Troika Batman, Kenner Homage Azrael, and Luke Fox Batwing. Then, with the 4th digital wave, both the regular and platinum versions of the No Man's Land Batman, Monarch, Spoiler, and Disco Nightwing. And now, with the green and yellow Rainbow Batman figures. Here's Kite-Man, next most recent wave of Page Punchers. We have the Golden Age Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor, and then the regular and platinum versions of Superboy. And here he is, with the Ross exclusive 3 Jokers Batman, Hush Superman, and James Gunn movie Superman figures. Then, with some McFarlane cover recreations, Kingdom Come Superman, Dark Knight Returns Batman, and the infamous Stolen Killing Joke Joker. And now, with the Dark Knight's Metal, Merciless, and the Batman Who Laughs 2-pack. And finally, with the Blacklight, Etrigan the Demon, the Jokerized Dick Grayson Robin, and the Nightmare Arkham City Batman. Now let's check him out, next to some action figures from different various companies, so we can see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix him with. Since he's a McFarlane toy, they are usually the 7-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the large action figure lines I collect, and work way smaller, but first, let's check him out with some of his McFarlane Toys brothers. In front of you are 5 different action figure lines, all McFarlane toys, all 7-inch scale, and now, with some Jakks Pacific wrestling figures, and Diamond Suck toys. Here's Kite-Man, next to a pack of cheese and cheddar crackers, and here he is, with some DC Direct and NECA figures, then, with both some Mattel and Jazzwares wrestling figures, and now, with some Mezco and Mattel DC figures, next, with some Makevex and Hasbro Marvel Legends, and finally, with some SH Figure Arts and Jazzwares Fortnite figures. So overall, it is a very cool Kite-Man figure. I don't mind the reuse of Blue Beetle at all. I love the fact they give us 2 versions, an old school Silver Age campy version, and a modern campy version. I love the kite accessory. I love the fact that there's 3 different options. Really pleased with this figure. His articulation is everything you expect. Sculpt and paint job are great. Accessories are plentiful. Even though there's reuse, this truly is a collector's edition figure. The large kite really makes you kind of feel like you're getting a lot, even though it's pretty thin and simple, but very well executed. If I were to rate this figure, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. At this point, I'm going to rate both the Kite-Man figures 8 out of 10. They're both very nice, and I'm really, really happy to have them in the collection. So this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, head to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.